Hello and welcome. I'm really excited to be here today to share some key insights on social media strategy, specifically for the hotel industry. This comes from my work in modern hospitality operations and performance support, and I think you're going to find it incredibly valuable.
And a special welcome to all the students from Europe Hotel School. It's a real pleasure to have you here. This whole program is designed to give you practical, real-world knowledge, the kind of stuff you can actually use day one in your careers. We're here to support you every step of the way. So, with that, let's just dive right in. Social media isn't just some nice-to-have anymore. It's become one of the most powerful marketing tools in our entire arsenal. Why? Because it lets us tell compelling stories that genuinely inspire people to travel. Now, to really master this, we're going to focus on 4 foundational pillars. First, knowing your guest. Second, crafting authentic content. Third, getting the timing and precision just right. And finally, mastering engagement.
All right, let's start with pillar number 1, and honestly, it's the most crucial one. Know your guest. This is the absolute bedrock of any marketing campaign that actually works. Without a deep understanding of who you're speaking to, your message it gets lost. It's just noise.
Think about it. Your hotel doesn't just have one type of guest, right? You've got families looking for a fun summer holiday, and they have totally different needs than, say, a MICE planner who's organizing a huge corporate event. Your content has to recognize these different segments. A one-size-fits-all message, it just doesn't work anymore. So, how do we get to know them? We do it through what we call audience analysis. And look, this goes way beyond just simple demographics like age or where they live. It's about strategically digging into their interests, their behaviors, what actually motivates them. Are they looking for a chill, relaxing getaway, or are they after an adventure-packed weekend? Answering those kinds of questions is how we design campaigns that really, truly resonate.
Okay, so once you know your audience, it's time to move to our second pillar, crafting authentic content. This is where you actually start speaking their language. This is really the heart and soul of your entire social media campaign. And this slide just perfectly illustrates the huge difference between broadcasting and actually connecting. Look at the left side, 5-star luxury, book now. We've all seen it and we all forget it instantly. But then look at the right, storytelling, taking people behind the scenes with your chef, or sharing a guest's amazing weekend experience. That creates an emotional connection. Your guests are craving authenticity, not just another sales pitch.
So, what does this look like in practice? We're talking about content that drives a real connection. I mean real, high-quality photos. Please, no more stock images. Think immersive video tours that make a guest feel like they're literally standing in the room, or short, fun clips of your team getting ready for the day. This kind of stuff showcases your hotel's unique personality, and believe me, it boosts engagement like crazy.
All right, now we get to the science behind the art. Pillar number 3 is all about precision and timing. Look, having amazing content is great, but if you don't deliver it to the right person at the exact right moment, you're not going to turn that engagement into actual bookings.
This means your campaigns have to align with how people actually book travel. You promote romantic packages well before Valentine's Day. You start showcasing those summer offers right when people are starting to dream about their vacation. And here's a fun fact from analytics. You might think Friday is the best time to post about weekend getaways, but we often see the highest engagement on a Tuesday morning when everyone's at their desk dreaming of an escape. That's the kind of strategic insight that gives you a massive edge.
A really modern strategy needs both organic and paid approaches working together. Your organic content, that's perfect for building your community and talking to your current followers. But paid advertising, that's your secret weapon. It lets you get incredibly precise targeting potential guests based on their interests, their travel habits, even their location. That's how you drive real awareness and, most importantly, conversions.
And remember, an effective paid ad is so much more than just a boosted post. It's a carefully built funnel. First, you zero in on your target audience. Then, you design an ad that grabs their attention. And this next part is crucial. That ad has to lead to a super clear, dedicated landing page. You make it easy for them to take that final step, which is responding to a strong call to action like book your weekend getaway now.
Okay, this brings us to our final pillar, and it's the one that ties everything together: mastering guest engagement. This is what turns a one-time booking into a lifelong relationship. This is how you build true, lasting loyalty.
So I want you to ask yourself a very simple but very powerful question. Right now, is your hotel's social media just broadcasting messages out into the void?
Or are you actively creating a two-way conversation with your community? The difference between those two things is, well, it's everything. So how do you build that conversation? It's an active process. It means you're responding to comments, the good and the bad. It means you're celebrating your guests by sharing their photos. You could create interactive polls asking about a new dish on the menu or run fun contests for a free weekend stay. All these little actions show that you're listening and that you really value your community.
And if there's one thing to remember from this section, let it be this. This kind of active, consistent engagement, it's the engine that drives long-term guest loyalty. It's what makes people choose you again and again and again. Okay, so we've looked at all 4 pillars one by one. Now let's put it all together and see how they create a complete, cohesive strategy, one that turns your social media from just a platform into a powerful booking generator.
As you can see, a winning strategy is all about balance. These aren't just 4 separate to-do items. They're part of a powerful, continuous cycle. Your engagement teaches you more about your guests. That knowledge helps you create better, more refined content, and that amazing content can then be delivered with even more precision. Each pillar literally feeds the next, creating a system that just gets smarter and more effective over time.
So as we wrap up, I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. You now have the framework, you have the 4 pillars to build a really powerful social media strategy. The principles are clear. The only question left is, how are you going to use these pillars to tell your hotel's unique story? I can't wait to see what you create. Thank you so much.